heavyweight champion, Nick Dinsmore. Nick, last week you had a big announcement about the Newcomer of the Year tournament, and you were so rudely interrupted by Chris Cage. What was that all about?
Steph, did you do something with your hair? That looks fantastic. The Newcomer of the Year tournament. I'm so excited about the Newcomer of the Year tournament. This is some of the best talent in the world coming here to OVW to make a name for themselves. I'm really excited about these guys. And then there's Chris Cage. Chris Cage is out here whining and crying about wanting respect. Well, I have something to tell him. Respect is not given. Respect is earned.
Respect has to be earned? Well, franchise, I think I just earned it.
Now, that ladies and gentlemen, is an example of what happens when you mess with Chris Cage.
Yeah, lights out assault on a heavyweight champion.
You shut up. I got something to say. Now, a few weeks back, I took care of some of the young guys around here. That was me taking care of the veterans around here. So, since I've taken care of all the young guys in the so-called franchise around here, if there's anybody else in the back that wants a shot at the big time taking on me, please, without further ado, anybody?
Well, Chris Cage has called out everyone in the locker room. Oh, I hear the music going on here in Davis Arena, but I've no idea who's going to step through the curtain. Oh, my goodness. Zach Gowen with a surprise in the century. As I mentioned, the former WWE Zach Gowen has just shocked Davis Arena. My goodness gracious. Talk about a very impressive young man of the handicap out here into the ring.
Guarantee you the Hitman wasn't expecting this.
This young man, personal friend of Kid Rock's out of Detroit, Rock City. This man has, if you don't remember this, ladies and gentlemen, I know that you do, the wrestling fans that you are.
Okay,
Zach
Gowen, welcome to OVW. Look, I appreciate what you're trying to do. I see what you're trying to do. Look, you got a big heart. I respect what you've done, but you don't want to be in here with me. You got one leg.
That is a disadvantage.
Well, he might use that one leg.
I don't want to be responsible for beating up a cripple, okay?
You know,
Okay, Gowen. Wait a minute, easy, okay. Oh, you want to fight me? Okay. It's your funeral, pal, all right?
Zach Gowen didn't just fall off the pumpkin truck, ladies and gentlemen. We're talking about a former WWE superstar that pinned the Big Show. You're talking about a man who has pinned Matt Hardy and a man who fought Vince McMahon in a pay-per-view back in 2003. Roll up.
well, look out. Hitman he was trying to be a class act. He tried to give him every opportunity to get out of the match, but I think Zach Gowen thinks he's got a shot to win this thing.
Everyone's wondered what's happened to Zach Gowen since he left the WWE in 2003. This young man has been traveling the world, ladies and gentlemen, motivational speaker to everyone who is handicapped about what you can do to realize your dream in life. And he's been wrestling full-time in Japan.
Well, he obviously hasn't been keeping up with the Hitman, because the Hitman has been trying to make handicaps out of everybody he's gotten in the ring with lately.
The cover, 1, 2, Zach kicks out.
And I think he feels that Gowen's got nowhere to go but down. He didn't offer to handicap him. He was going to arrange his funeral for him. I heard him say so.
Chris Cage has got to be very upset. He just called out anybody in the back. He did not expect Zach Gowen to come out through the curtain. This is a no-win situation for Chris Cage.
Well,
if he wins, sure, you beat Zach Gowen. If he loses, oh my goodness.
He got beat by a one-legged man in a butt-kicking contest, and that don't happen too often.
Right now, Chris Cage is giving it to Zach Gowen. The choker, senior referee Joe Wheeler, making sure that doesn't last for very long. Using that shirt. Hold on, the cover and the choke. Joe Wheeler again having Chris Cage break that hold, but he's using every bit of the 5 count.
Well, what Chris Cage is going to have to do is what Vince McMahon himself did. Show him absolutely no pity, because he will steal one from you if you don't. Ask the Big Show. Ask some of the others that have been in the ring with him. You can't show him an ounce of pity.
This is the kind of great action you see anytime OVW comes to a town near you. We will be at St. Therese Gym on Sunday, May the 11th. 11:01 East Kentucky. Bell time at 6 o'clock. The cover hooks the leg, 1. Also in McKee, Kentucky, we're coming your way to the Judson County Middle School Friday, May the 17th. Make sure you join us as Chris Cage drops the elbow and Zach Gowen rolls out of the way.
Well, he better keep rolling on back to that dressing room if he don't want Chris Cage putting him in a foul. Look out.
Oh,
I may have
man.
spoke too soon.
Boot to the face from Zach Gowen. Zach again across the kind of a lying enziguri, if you will.
The one leg he's got, he's getting a lot of use out of it.
Zach comes off with the elbow into the face. The crowd getting behind Zach Gowen here at Davis Arena. The one-legged phenom, the flipper forearm, 2 and 3 and 4 to the face of Chris Cage. Cage takes Zach up and plants him into the turnbuckle. Don't forget, we're coming your way Sunday, May the 18th at Derby Park Expo 5. More about that in a minute. Zach Gowen comes off with a big drop kick to the chest and puts Chris Cage down. What agility for this young man.
What's he going to do here? I would say he doesn't have a leg to stand on, but that's really all he's got.
Zach was climbing up. Don't know what he had in mind, but Chris Cage saw it coming, goes up and scoots the leg off the rope. Zach now vulnerable as Zach fights back with an elbow and another one. Yeah. I'm telling you right now, if you get the opportunity to go hear Zach Gowen and his motivational speaking anywhere in the country, you better look at this moonsault. Wow! Amazing. Even though Chris Cage goes out of the way, how impressive for this young man to be able to make that maneuver off the top rope, let alone stand up there. Oh, come on.
Chris Cage has got to take pity out of his heart and realize that he's facing a man who can legit beat him here tonight if he's not careful.
Talking to a man that has beaten the Big Show and Matt Hardy. Chris Cage driving the face of Zach Gowen into the canvas, hooks the leg 2.
Yeah, he put up a good fight.
Your winner, Chris Cage. Chris Cage victorious. Zach Gowen gets all of my accolades for what he did out here tonight, even though Chris Cage did win. Up next, the OVW Women's title on the line as Josie defends against Reggie. Don't go away.